This is a full moon reading for 22nd of April 2016 and the day is Friday. Today is a Scorpio full moon. A full moon is where the moon is at the furthest point away from the sun, 180 degrees. It is in opposition. The sun shines a light on happenings, putting things in a spotlight, if you will, whilst the moon brings to a conclusion, reflecting on the past from initial plans and thinking from the new moon. Whatever house the moon is in will bring to a head the traits of that house. The sun is in Taurus, house of self, as well as Aries. It is of self-belongings, self-possessions, financial structures, home, family, nice things, personal possessions of any sort. Because it is the male principle, we have application to the tangible and also of self-values. Because the moon is in opposition, the feminine, and in Scorpio, it is very much at home in the water sign. The moon deals with emotions, cyclical, past. Because in Scorpio, depth of sensitivity increases, making you become more conscious of self, particularly in darker tones. Inner reflection, self-analysis, things are important to you that are non-tangible. Expressing these emotions openly can help focus a balance. This brings me to the 3-card reading. The Death card is the major trump of Scorpio, so this is very prevalent to this reading. In this particular case, it is to endings, to the termination of, for new beginnings. The bringing about of the dark recesses of your mind, particularly to the past. The making better of the self, which is the Two of Wands. There is a lot of stripping away of the anguish and pain of mind due to past things. The Five of Pentacles leaving a feeling of barrenness, laying bare, emotional poverty. The Covering card, which is the Ten of Swords, is about the pain of it all, the pain process. The Sun, as I say, being in Taurus, self-value, self-worth, being spotlighted. Without delving too deep, this is about examination of the self, the bringing to an end of things, the pains of the past, which will involve the cutting away of certain people, certain ways of life. It is also where your spouse's relatives can come into thought, and indeed actions, and various gifts such as an inheritance can be fought over, disputed, and brought about a feeling of unfairness. Also true of business contracts or indeed contracts of any kind. If you refer to my previous video, the weekly forecast, I stated this week is 16, a week of volatility. With the yin and yang, the male and female, in their opposition, the doing is going to be done by the emotive thinking and reflection of what is no longer acceptable. This has been John.